I'm Mark Munoz, and you're watching the MMA Show.
In LG Arena history, $1.5 million gate, 10,823 in attendance. What was the bonus tonight, guys? 70? Terry Adam, congratulations. You got it, kid. Sub of the night, $70,000. Carl Pickett, fight of the night, congratulations. And Shea Mills, KO of the night. Congratulations, everybody. $70,000. US. Who's got the first question? Hold on, I'll give you a mic there.
Thank you. I'm Zonda Jacobs from the blog. Regarding Mark Munoz saying that he feels he's deserving of a title shot now, what are your feelings on that, and how far away do you actually believe he is?
I didn't hear him say that. I didn't hear his interview, but yeah, I mean, he's won some fights. He's won some tough fights, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Just raise your hand, and I'll bring the mic to you. All right, yeah, you go first.
Muscle MMA-show.info. Now that UFC signed a deal with Fox, is ESPN can continue to service the UK, or is Fox or FX can take that over?
Yeah, good question. Let me even take that a step further. You know, everybody's always asking me about the UK. When are you bringing this and that? And you don't come over here enough and everything else. The thing is about we have to secure the right television deal over here. And if you look at any of the markets that we've been in, we've stayed in this market for a long time. We've dug it out here for a while. We've got to get the right television deal here. And now that we're with Fox, let's see what happens, and we'll see what we can get done.
Also, a small request: Scotland is desperate for an event.
Yeah.
If you could sort this out, we'd very much appreciate it.
I know. I'm working on that too.
Thanks very much.
Sweden might be first, though. I apologize.
Go fight them.
Go ahead.
Adrian Fergus Ryan from Joe.ie. Thiago, you seem to be backing up a lot in the first couple of minutes. Were you worried about the power Abedi had?
No, I was just taking my time to figure him out. You know, he got me with the upkick. I wasn't expecting that, but you know, it was just how you do. You wait a little bit and then you go to work.
John McGuire, were you particularly happy with the way you won?
Not really.
Being so dominant on the ground.
Yeah, I was happy dominant, but after I got rocked, it sort of woke me up. I would like to got the finish, but I had a lot of nerves. I thought I was going to have an heart attack backstage, but I got in there, got out of the way, and the shot woke me up a bit.
And then finally, Dana, if you haven't sussed, my accent is Irish. So on the whole, when you
Trust me, that's all I've been hearing from the Irish. Believe me, man, they've been terrorizing me. I don't know when we're coming back. We'll be in the area, okay? We're going to be in the area here for
We'll take that then.
Come on, man, Europe is so close. It's like going to LA or, you know, I want to go back to Ireland. Ireland was great. We had a great crowd down there. We'll see as soon as we can. Again, it all depends on getting the right TV deal here in the UK.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And lastly, just Roberta, thanks a million. She really looked after me, get me here. So thanks a million. Great team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, Dana.
Yep.
Rory Farrelly, AddictedMMA.com here.
How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, thanks. There were grumblings before the card, something maybe you're getting used to, I guess. But now all the fights are done and dusted, do you have any comments to say about the night's fights that we've had?
Fights were awesome tonight, you know, and it always drives me nuts when people talk about a card that hasn't happened yet. You know, this card sucks. None of these fighters up here suck. These were great cards. Joe Silva's the best matchmaker in the business, and you know, these guys came out and performed just like we always do. No matter where we go or what show it is or what guys are on the card, these guys always deliver. You know, when I talk about what we do at the UFC, the promoters, we go out and put on all the bells and whistles, and these guys always deliver. And man, did they deliver tonight. It was an awesome card, and these guys are going to get paid tonight, believe me.
Dana, can I ask a question for Brad Pickett first of all? Brad, you're obviously, you're hit by a devastating knee in the first round there, and you were very, very disappointed visibly afterwards. Did you get drawn into the game plan, into a fight that you didn't have in your game plan?
No, not really. You can see my other fights always come out throwing bombs and looking to finish. We both started off exchanging. I actually felt really comfortable. He hit me with a few shots, which didn't even know. I'm like, okay, this is cool, I'm fine. And then the next thing I know, I'm on my back, thinking, what the hell is going on here? And then still came round and tried to get out for being on bottom, and he was pretty slick, took my back, and sunk it in, so well done for him.
But obviously you're still young enough, you're still going to gun for that title in the UFC, yeah?
I'm not even thinking about the title, to be honest. I just need to get back and give someone a beating, just to make myself feel like a man again. Because, it's like I say, this sport sucks coming second. You don't want to be second ever. I'm a very competitive person, and for me it's just winning. Obviously, the belts, I don't care about belts, I just want to beat people who are in front of me, and I got beat tonight, so I want to get there as soon as possible and try and knock someone out.
Maybe you shouldn't read the Telegraph on the way in.
Yeah, no, it must have distracted me.
And just to jump in, trust me, you look like a man tonight, believe me, brother.
Thank you.
You won fight of the night.
Can I just ask a question for Terry very quickly? Terry, you signalled you're returning in a huge way, we've never seen you as kind of out there. You're the shyest man in MMA. Call out who you want to fight next. Who do you want to go out there and fight and make your way in the lightweight division against?
I want to fight, obviously, the top guys. Every fighter, you obviously want to fight the best fighters, and that's who I want to fight. It's been a very long 19 months, and now I'm back. There's a lot of time to make up, and I want to do that by fighting the top guys. So obviously, Joseph will put them fights together, and whoever he puts in front of me, he's up the top.
Did he hint he'd push you into a top 10 fight after the fight?
Or no, he hasn't said nothing yet, but whoever he comes with, I'll be ready for,
Terry's got another fight coming up immediately. Joe's already got it.
Can we know who? Or
nah.
Final question.
Let Joe tell him first.
Okay, great. Final question for Che Mills, also Che Mills. Devastating finish for you. Can you talk about your UFC debut and what it meant to you?
It was just excitement the whole week. I was just buzzing, really. Usually I get quite nervous before fights, but for some strange reason, I know it's the biggest fight for me ever. And I was just relaxed and happy, and even walking out I was just focused, and everything fell into place. Lovely tonight for me.
Dan, you talked about Brad's performance. Could you also talk about Hennon, what you thought of the way he looked and the way that fight played out?
Yeah, it was an awesome fight. I mean, I have nothing but praise for all the guys in the card tonight, and especially, to the fights that happened tonight, the way that they played out, and to be the winner of tonight's fights is not a bad thing.
How about Chris Lieben, and what did you think of his performance? Obviously, Mark looked very good. Chris seemed to maybe tire a little bit early. Yeah,
well, those guys were going at it, and I think, I haven't talked to Chris or seen him yet, but I think his arms burned out. He kept going for that choke, and, those guys were, people on Twitter were going, there's no way this fight goes 5 rounds at this pace. The pace that they were fighting at was incredible. They went out tonight.
And if I could ask Hennon, basically, how he feels about his performance tonight. Obviously, a great win, but if it went kind of according to plan.
Eu estava muito bem treinado, fui treinando bastante tempo aí para essa luta e graças a Deus tive bom resultado.
I was very excited for this fight. I trained very hard. The team put me a lot of training, boxing, Muay Thai and everything, and I felt very confident, and then thank God I put the delivery on the good show.
And coming into the fight, he's very laid back and just kind of saying, whatever happens, happens. But I mean, this is another big win. This was a top contender. Is he ready to start making some challenges and asking Dana for some fights?
O objetivo eu sei que o Pickett era muito duro, vinha treinando muito para essa luta, o objetivo é lutar pelo cinturão. E é isso.
We were training very hard for this fight, and Brad Pickett is a very top opponent, one of the best out there. And the objective is this, when you come out here to the UFC, is to fight for the title, and then I'm ready for any time.
And finally, if I could, for Thiago, obviously yesterday a little bit of problem with the weight. Anytime you do, that's all the big topic of discussion. Can you maybe explain what happened, and if you think maybe people are a little unfair of you at this point, or unfairly critical of you, or if that was justified?
They are a little bit, but I'm never gonna miss weight again. It was just I was a pound over, maybe some scales, I wasn't weighed, but when I got to the UFC scales, the official, I was a pound over. So